Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last episode, we had finally got the chance to play our Blitzball game, won the tournament, became the champions, and, well, there was a bit of a problem. A bunch of fiends came in and attacked the stadium. Well, we went to fight them off, but Maester Seymour, or Seymour, or however you're supposed to pronounce his name, went and revealed that he is in fact a summoner as well, and summoned this incredibly powerful Aeon, what we'll eventually find out is named Anima, and destroyed all the monsters. Wow. Then we also encountered Auron. Remember the red coat douchebag that went and pulled Tidus into the future? Well, he's alive and well and wandering around in spirit, and now he announced his intention to join Yuna's group as one of her guardians.
The statue of Lord Mihen. 8 centuries ago, he founded a legion known today as the Crusaders. In just a few short years after their founding, their ranks grew throughout Spira. The Maesters of Yevon feared an uprising and accused them of rebellion. So Lord Mihen walked along this very road to go face their charges and refute them. He succeeded in winning the Maester's trust, and his legion became an arm of the Yevon clergy. It was then that Yevon gave them the name Crusaders, which they have kept ever since. And the rest is history.
Well, Yuna, of course, accepts Auron's invitation to become one of her guardians, because he's like a frickin' legend in the Land of Spirit. So, Auron is now part of the group, and we're going to see him do battle. Now, this is not the first time, second time, or even the 5th time that we've had Auron involved in one of our team battles. But this is the first time that we really see his abilities come out, and what his use is in the team.
I could have done that.
The reason why Tidus was unable to defeat that enemy is because it is an armored enemy. And an ability that Auron has that Tidus lacks is called Pierce, which pierces through the enemy's armor. So, Auron can do it, Kamari can do it sometimes. Eventually Tidus is going to be able to do it too. But for now, and for a while, Auron is going to be the go-to guy whenever you need a lot of damage.
Some old city?
Correct. A city most ancient. A terrible testament to sin's power. I tremble every time I see them. Compared to sin, humans are mere mud puppies.
But I believe humans are the only ones capable of defeating sin.
A good reply. I am relieved to hear you say that, milady Summoner.
Oh?
Where are my manners? I am matron, a scholar, at your service, milady. I am on a journey, studying the history of our world, Spira, seeking its stories and secrets. My travels have taken me to many places, and I am troubled by what I have seen. Fragile smiles on people's faces, crumbling at the mere mention of sin. They are counting on you, milady. Give them a reason to rejoice once more.
I will.
What that old green crazy guy was talking about. Before he was talking about Lord Mihen. Now, Lord Mihen was a guy 800 or 900 years ago, I forget when he had said, who started the Crusaders. Remember, the organization that fights sin even though it really has no chance of ever defeating it. Now, Mihen was considered a heretic in his day. What had happened, because remember, Yevon is the church of the world of Spirit, and it has a rather significant control over everything. Now, along comes this Mihen guy who promises hope, whether he can deliver it or not, to people in a way that, it isn't part of Yevon's specific authority. so they didn't like it. Eventually, though, he proved himself to them, and legend says that he walked down this road to go confront the Yevon ministers or whatever at the Jose temple, which is down at the end of this road. So this road took on his name, the Mihen High Road. And there's also a low road. Turns out he had actually walked down the low road, but the high road is the newer one. Oh, chocobos. Love those damn gigantic chickens.
Lady Summoner, I presume.
Yes, I am Yuna.
I am Lucille, captain of the Jose Chocobo Knights.
And I'm Alma. We've been charged to guard the high road.
There have been reports of a large fiend appearing in this area with a taste for chocobos. Do take care, Summoner Yuna, if you are to rent any chocobos.
Thank you. We will be careful.
Good. We should get back to our rounds. Farewell.
Our prayers are with you.
A large fiend? Let's go get him!
Why?
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
What'd I say now?
Jecht said that a lot too. And every time he said it, it meant trouble for Braska and me.
It isn't explicitly stated, but those chocobo riders are members of the Crusaders. Here's a summoner over here.
Ah, a summoner party. You too are a summoner?
My name is Belgamine. You are?
My name is Yuna.
Ah, the High Summoner's daughter. I've heard much of you. But you are still fresh on the road, are you not?
Yes, I am.
I might have a few things to teach you. Let us see which are stronger. My Aeons or yours. A one-on-one match. Not to the death, of course. What do you say?
Sure, why not?
I'll do my best.
Good. Before we begin, your Aeons have been healed. You can fight with your full strength. Come.
Now, I have to admit that I screwed this up and I lost this fight. The reason why I didn't go back and fight it again, in order to make sure I won it for this playthrough, is because I'm having some difficulty with my game disc. Apparently, over the years, even though I haven't had the thing available since 2003,
Show me how strong of a link you forged with your Aeons.
my disc was rather scratched, so there were some difficult times loading this portion of the game. So it took me like 6 times just to get this battle to even happen. I wasn't about to go turn around and try it all again. It just wasn't going to happen. But we have a battle between her Aeons, or just her Ifrit and our Veil for it. Now this is going to be a bad fight. And honestly, I think maybe the reason why I lost, aside from not fighting the battle too well, is because I have not been following through with my spear grid. I have been gaining spear levels, but I haven't been using them to give our characters a higher level, more power, and all that. And even though the Aeons aren't technically Yuna herself, they do get stronger as she does. So that's at least I have an excuse.
But you did well. You show promise. With more training, you could defeat Sin.
Thank you. But I think you might defeat Sin before I am able to.
I cannot.
Huh?
Or should I say, I was not able to.
You mean...
Farewell, Yuna.
Oh, I wonder what that's
Meet
about.
again.
Anyway, I had gotten up to this point by not leveling the characters when I had the opportunity to, when I gained sphere levels. And at this point in the game I started to notice it became a real problem. Defeating enemies was a lot harder than it should have been. So I decided to go and do the sphere leveling up here. Not wanting to spend 20 minutes of video running through this, I ran it at about 300 times speed, or 300% speed. Just so it wouldn't take too long.
My Lady Summoner.
You're a summoner? Yes. My name is Yuna. I'm Callie. Nice to meet you, Callie. Lady Yuna, are you going to bring us the calm? Yes. Very soon. Yay!
We're looking forward to another calm, my Lady Summoner.
I'll do my best.
And good luck to your guardians as well.
What's the calm?
The calm is a time of peace. It comes after a summoner defeats Sin, and lasts until Sin reappears.
Huh?
Sin dies and is reborn.
I get it! I thought it was weird. Yuna's dad defeated Sin 10 years ago, right? But Sin's still here. Didn't make much sense till now. Wait, if it just comes back...
Don't say it isn't worth it. Because it is.
Even for a little while, people can sleep in their beds without being afraid. That kind of time is worth anything. Don't say it isn't worth it. Your words that day, Yuna, I remember them well.
Well, we finally get a question answered. What the deal with Sin is. Because the story was always... Oh, check this out. Sorry, kid. Oh well. I'm gonna run away now. Well, the story had always brought up that Yuna's father, Lord Braska, had gone and defeated Sin 10 years earlier. And that had brought about, like, the time of Sin being gone. But wait, hold on. Sin isn't gone. Sin is here. Sin is destroying villages. Sin is wreaking havoc and killing people. What is up with that? Well, as it turns out, there is this thing called the calm. Sin, when you kill Sin, Sin does not die. So Yuna's going on this entire pilgrimage, all this effort to defeat Sin. Temporarily. So Sin will go down. It'll be approximately 10 years. I think it's actually a little bit less than 10 years. Because it's been 10 years since Braska defeated Sin, and I take it that sin has been on the loose for at least a year. Because remember, Wakka's brother died 1 year earlier, fighting sin. So sin was gone for at least 9 years. For maybe 9 years. And then it returns. So it makes you wonder, like, what is up with this? Sin is reborn? Sin comes into existence again? And that will go back to the idea that Jecht, Tidus' father, is Sin. So, I have no idea how the man could have turned into Sin. But it does lead us to believe that this Sin is a different Sin than what has been previously destroying Spirit. So maybe every time Sin is reborn is a different Sin, not the same creature. But that brings up another thing that Tidus was talking about. It seems kind of futile to go and fight Sin temporarily. Defeat it.
Hey, we saw the game! You guys were great!
Congratulations, Wakka.
Hey, stop loafing around.
The Lady Summoner and her guardians...
This mission requires our full attention. We've no time to waste. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Apologies, ma'am.
Carry on.
See, keep your head down, say sir a lot, and you'll do fine.
Right, sir.
Hey, Yuna. Even though Yevon rejected us, we still believe in you. That won't ever change.
Thank you, Sir Luzu, Sir Gata. But, you know, it's not too late for you to go back to Besaid and...
We should be going, sir.
We'll go and temporarily defeat Sin. And Tidus questions for a moment. It seems futile. You'll never actually be rid of Sin, and in defeating Sin, all you're really doing is pushing your problems into the future. So, you may live for 9 or 10 years and be free of it, but you're pawning the problems off on your children.
I only meant to... Are you all right?
Lady Summoner?
Yes, I am Yuna.
It is an honor, my lady. My name is Shalinda. I am a disciple of Yevon.
What was all that about? The Crusaders operation?
You mean the one Gata and Luzu were talking about?
I heard they were to use Forbidden Machina. I had to stop them.
Huh? Why?
The use of Machina is strictly forbidden by the Yevon priesthood.
That's bad, yeah?
Let them use whatever they want. They still won't defeat Sin.
But it's not about defeating Sin. The teachings of Yevon must be upheld.
Yeah, right.
But you don't understand. The Crusaders won't even listen to me. And it's all because I'm just a lowly acolyte.
Don't say that. Well, I haven't been a summoner for very long myself, you see. Still, I can't put myself down every time I fail. People are depending on me. They're depending on both of us.
Yes. Yes, you're right, my lady. Absolutely right. Thank you so much, Lady Yuna. Now, I feel I have the courage to finish my training.
Even though the struggle against Sin is futile, remember what Yuna told Tidus. She said, don't say it isn't worth it. Because even if it is a very dangerous thing, a lot of effort, a lot of time, and it's only a temporary way of defeating Sin, it is worth it because it allows people to, as Tidus put it, sleep soundly at night. And from that perspective, it is worth it. You may just be pushing your problems off into the future, but it's the only way they know how to deal with the problem. And he disagrees. Now on to the Crusaders. The Crusaders appear to be done sitting in the shadows of Yevon. And they've decided to go and take matters in their hands, and they're going to use Machina, the machines, to defeat Sin, or at least attempt it. Now remember, using machines like this is against the very foundations of the teachings of Yevon, the major religion of the World of Sphere. And even though they were like a wing of Yevon, they've turned their backs on Yevon, they've left Yevon, and they're acting independently and doing everything here. And it's ruffling some feathers.
We rest here.
But this isn't our bed shop.
Walk is a racist.
Is that a problem?
They don't believe in Yevon. And in Luca, they kidnapped Yuna.
Where were her guardians?
Oh.
Sir Orin's just concerned about your health.
I'm not tired one bit.
Well, I am.
We've reached the Al Bhed shop, so I'm going to bring this episode to a close. So tune in the next one. We'll head over further to the Dijose Temple and further the pilgrimage.
Sleep.